I
Smile
never,
for the
I
maybe
didn't even get.
picture.
I've never once gotten it. Not one single time. I'm so
It's
puppy.
oh my God, there's us talking in the background of us talking. It's overwhelming. It's
Ew.
overstimulating.
I
I
hate
know
that.
the little picture that I see, because this like generates a like avatar
Preview.
picture every time, is always like me going like, I'm like, so that's what I get
I'm
to stare at
always
the
like,
whole time, Rudy's.
I'm always like catching up with my saliva, and they're like, "That's the picture. That's the one."
Like, there it is. There it is.
I feel so
So
trashy with my Poland Springs right now.
I have a Jolly Jar original with me today, which honestly, I was thinking about it the other day, and I still have almost all of our pottery, and I can't part with it.
She's crazy.
Brooke,
I'm
I'm
taking
talking
half.
directly to you. I still have the Polly dolls that we chewed on, and I still have all your pottery because I'm a
This is Lauren's
sentimental gal.
confessional. Confessions part 3.
And I haven't, and this is the craziest part, and this is where I overlap with 90-year-old women. I just
It's on
have
the
it like,
box, right?
it's on the box, on the shelf. I have a couple displayed, because I love them. I want to look at them.
I
But
want to
everything
display
else,
some. If
but
you're
everything
going to
else is
display
safe
some,
with me. So, Rudy's, I'm gonna work through that. I have an appointment with my psychiatrist this week, and then maybe we'll have a sale, but only
maybe.
but only after I deal with my attachment style.
I knew you kept the pottery.
That was a paid ad for Jolly Jars.
Yeah, we paid for it. I
But
can't.
I honestly am obsessed with it, and I did feel sad that I didn't give Carrie her cherries because she
I
does right.
know.
But honestly, I want to put it in bubble wrap and ship it to her and make the
We're
packaging
going to put it in
cute.
bubble wrap and we're going to ship Cherry
And
the cherries.
That's my ADHD and my OCD because
Because you
I
have a
want it
plan.
to just. And I just want it to happen beautifully for it,
I
Like
know
I
you
don't
do.
want some
I know
fucking
you do.
half-ass launch. So it's
Want to become couch employed, so things might be happening administration wise.
yeah. Steph might roll over here and pry the pottery out of my sweaty
I
hands.
literally know when you work.
She'll be
I
in
could
pre-op
get in.
like, give me the Jolly Jars.
Give me the Jolly Jars, or I'll drop one.
But here she is, and she's got coffee in it. Thank
I wish
God.
I had coffee.
It's the morning. The fact that you roam around the rest of your house before you have a cup of coffee in your hand is fucking chaotic.
That's why no one wants to be around me in the morning. That's why everybody's scared.
The funnest part about my house on a Sunday is you can walk through it casually and find all of the mugs that little overwhelmed weekday Lauren started. Because
like a scavenger hunt.
It's a scavenger hunt of curdled milk. And oat milk, so I guess it's less gross, but still curdles, which is weird,
Yeah.
I question that.
Yeah. It's a less intense curdling, but a curdle nonetheless.
Yeah. But so I can't leave. Like, I have to leave my bed, put on my slippers because I don't like to feel my cold wood floors.
Never.
And then I scuffle downstairs before anybody can hear me. And I put my Keurig going. And the first sound I hear is that pressurized water.
It's warming up.
I'm like, yeah.
And the thing is, it's you with the Jolly Jars, because if I was sitting down here right now and had my hot cup of coffee, I'd be such a better person right now. I'd probably feel a little bit more awake. But I just woke up out of like a haze and I was like, I overslept. And I just ran down here, grabbed some trash water because our fridge was out of commission and we had bottled water. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm literally just a little raccoon.
I didn't even brush my hair. So my hair looks very signature. I don't know. Not working your curls the right way, I'm the before video in those TikToks.
Watch the YouTube. Don't. Well, that's the thing we were talking about. Our poor daughters. Someone's gonna have to teach them how to properly care for their girls.
Because it ain't gonna be me.
Because what is that?
Ain't gonna be me. I probably have ringlets. Who knows? But
she'll never know.
But I'm just gonna rake a brush through it and don't have time to figure it out.
Like, I have wavy hair.
claw clip still seems pretty cool, at least in healthcare, everyone still seems to be rocking one. So
That's the thing.
I'm going to stick with that for now.
Exactly.
But I do usually, while my coffee is brewing, I usually ice roll my face because I'm an allergy girly. So I skipped that step today. So if I look like my eyes are closed, it's because they are.
It's because they are. I could have used an ice roll and a coffee before I started.
I literally just was, and then I just like
oh
roll
my
face.
Look at this right now. Look at this. Look at this. What am I wearing on my head?
Self-care tip. We're here for self-care today.
Don't take it from us.
Your hair's a triangle. My hair is a triangle.
It's the Bermuda Triangle.
I'm at this.
Fix it. I feel like a lion.
Don't even fix it. Now she can't hear me. Now I could literally say anything about this bitch because she took her headphones off, Rudy. Took her head. You took your headphones off, and I just told the Rudies I could literally just talk shit about you. Like, it doesn't even matter.
You could, because look at me. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going to have a fucking meltdown.
You took your headphones off. You're taking them off again. Put your fucking headphones on, you crazy. You're
literally don't even want to look at myself. I'm about to turn my camera off.
I love that, like, when you take your headphones off, I'm like, she's taking your headphones off again. And then you come back and you're like, my hair.
My hair.
We're having two separate conversations, Rudy.
My
God,
wake up. I hate it.
Get with it. Listen to us both. So I have something mean to share. I have a mean girl of the week over here. So we haven't had to call your moms in a while. Nobody's calling us. The holidays are coming around. I'm sure they'll all remember we exist soon. But the summer, it's sparse for a mom out here trying to give advice. Trying to give unsolicited advice.
Everyone's outside getting more vitamins.
But I feel like this was almost a call your mom, in a weird backwards way. Yeah, because sometimes you call your mom.
Play the music.
Sometimes you call your mom and you're mean. But you had to be mean to the right person,
It's like 2080, where I'm like not happy. And I'm calling 30, maybe.
Yeah, you're just like, you know what? I'm going to call my mom and I'm going to bitch at her,
That's real. That's real.
So that's what this person did, and we have a YouTube, everyone. You can look at the way we look right now. I don't know why we're doing that, but
I wish you wouldn't. Like,
yeah.
Subscribe.
I was like, I have a face for the radio, right? And then everyone stopped listening to the radio. And then everyone started listening to podcasts. And I was like, I have so much to say. I have so many words.
Face for audio.
Yeah. And then they said, no, I want to look at you while you say it. And now I'm uncomfortable. Now I don't know what to do with my shoulders.
Now I've taken my headphones off 3 times because I'm just like, oh, now I look like I have a mullet.
But we're working on it. Like, I feel like we'll grow up to be really.
This is actually therapeutic.
Yeah. We'll be so cute. We'll be like little. I was going to say Jimmy Neutrons, but I meant Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. Little cuties.
We'll be Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Neutron, soon.
Honestly, name 3 better Jimmys.
Those are the best Jimmys I know. So,
you couldn't.
So Erica Gotti, but she sounds Italian, and we love conflict.
Honestly, the Italians are loud. We know this.
We're loud, and we didn't come here to agree with you.
No.
No.
They're going to tell you their opinion.
So I can already respect that. So this is a YouTube that we posted of Back to School Fool 4 weeks ago. And it tells you how good we are at YouTube because she posted this 3.5 weeks ago.
Could not tell you what we said on this episode.
And I just saw it. Just figured out my notifications enough. Like, I am an eldest daughter. Little drop there. Little wink if I could do it with my puffy face.
They're just permanently winked right now.
Yeah, they're both winked.
Like
hoodwinked. So 3 weeks ago, Erica, whom I don't know, came to the yard to tell us doing a podcast for 15 people, that's 2 hours, is insane. That's what she said.
And guess what, Erica? You're right.
Right, Erica. You're right. And I'm here to give you a little motherly advice, okay?
Sit down.
Because there was a counter comment, okay, from a Catherine Lynch. Obviously, probably just somebody that's experienced more life than Miss Gotti, who said, why can't I see? I can't even see her comment right now for some reason.
Oh my God. Let's see if I even have it logged in because I'm so good at that.
Her comment said something along the lines of like, why be mean to people that are just following their passions? You know, like it was short, it was sweet. And I commented back and I said, Catherine Lynch, you're our favorite kind of person.
We love a contrarian. Wouldn't you know that you found your way here on purpose?
But it's like you came here to tell two girlies who are trying to figure out fucking YouTube. You know, it has like 8 views.
Here it is.
You know, like it's not. It has 18. See, so it's doubled since I last.
Oh my gosh!
Since I last looked, it's doubled because you know what? Everybody likes
Erica
a
Flowers.
conflict. Everyone likes
Erica
a
Flowers.
conflict, Miss Gotti. You know
Exactly.
But my advice to her is keep up with your spicy flame, okay? But channel it. Because I was that, you know, like I used to love to hate, you know, like, and I do still in the privacy where it's appropriate with my mom, you know, at a kitchen counter.
On those 30% of our calls, maybe 50.
She doesn't know all of the full names I'm throwing at her, you know, or care to retain them.
But she's behind you in energy.
Yeah.
Always.
Like if I said Stephanie Bartholomew to her, it would be safe because she knows you as Steph.
Yes. Oh my God, like, to my dad, if I'm going to throw a last name at my dad, my secret's safe with him.
I can have friends, and it's more of a dad thing. Like your moms now have Facebook, so they now know like
True.
They now know your best friend's aunt's names.
And our dads have Facebook, but they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
My friends who I like am the closest with have been friends with them since we were children. He's like, yeah, I like them. I like them. And then
you're like,
what's their name, Dad? What's their name?
Could you point them out of this group photo, please?
Yeah. Or like somebody that you do an activity with for years and they'll like be like, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Hug them.
The thing about dads, they're face guys. Like they'll see a face.
They're so face.
You know, they need a face.
They'll be like, what's that sweet girl's name? What's that sweet girl's name?
And he'll remember you fondly, kind of.
But my advice to this girl is go and channel that towards the people that deserve it, okay? Because we're not hurting anyone. We're not hurting anyone. But if you were willing to watch our 2-hour podcast video that only 17 other people watch, you know?
Right. And I'll have you know, our podcast numbers are much better despite them really wanting us to make a YouTube. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, listen, I pay monthly for the internet to tell me that our numbers are pretty decent, okay?
Right.
But
so only 17 people can tolerate looking at our face, you know, and maybe 2 of them are related to us. We don't know. That's none of our business.
14 of them are probably related to us, but I am not here to gloat about my accolades. I'm here to grow, okay? And you should be too. So go find a 2-hour podcast about something hateful and mean and, you know,
bring your pitchfork over there.
Yeah, I love your pitchfork.
Energy. Keep that same energy, point it somewhere else.
Over here it can be like a scepter of power with us, you know, but if it's a pitchfork, take it elsewhere. And Catherine Lynch, I love you. Mwah.
Catherine has led me to such a perfect transition right now. Like
that's why I love her.
I hadn't even read this comment yet, but I needed to hear it because
it's 3.5 weeks old. You haven't even seen it.
I haven't even seen it.
We're old. We're old, Erica.
Even seen it. Actually, romantic. Okay, Swifties. The album is out, The Life of a Showgirl, and I am a fucking...
You're a showgirl.
I am a showgirl right now. I have boas. I have fucking glitz and glam. I have kitten heels. And I'm like, okay, like we're going to do this album. So every time a new album comes out for Taylor, I listen like as soon as it comes out. And then that same day, I need to get a physical copy. Well, the gods were on my side this week, and I had the day off on the release day. So
I
I
love that.
dropped my kids off, threw them out of my car at school. I said, go to school and please, Lord, fucking stay there.
Get out of
Know?
here.
Fucking leave. I get an iced coffee, get in my car, roll the windows down. It's like 65 degrees outside. Perfect car music listening weather. And
It
I
was
just
beautiful
fucking
weather.
looped on the back roads, taking this all in, feeling the lyrics, doing my thing. Let's start with Actually Romantic for our friend. What was her name? Catherine.
Yes.
So, as predicted, this album is not like just a happy album. Like, this album has teeth in it. And one of her songs, which is called Actually Romantic, when you're first listening to it, you're like, this is so cute. Like, who's this about? Which boy did she write this about? The more you get into it, the more you dig into the lore. This song is about Charlie XCX.
I know.
And
she calls her out for doing coke in the first line.
Fucking love it. It starts off with, I heard you calling me boring Barbie when the cokes got you brave. High-fived my ex and said, you're glad he ghosted me. And the whole song is her saying how cute it is that someone is so obsessed with her that they would incessantly talk bad about her. Like, and it's just Taylor has taken out a raunchy side of her in this album, which I so love because I think there's this misconception because she has songs like Shake It Off or 22.
Which is like also sung by a pig.
Right.
An animated
exactly.
pig.
And people are like, that's child's music. Okay. Okay, let me just read you a line from Actually Romantic. You think I'm tacky, baby? Stop talking dirty to me. It sounds nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. I mind my business. God, my witness that I don't provoke it. It's kind of making me wet.
I know. She did go with the WAP.
I am obsessed because the thing is, Taylor is a probably 33, 34-year-old woman living a fucking very public life. And I think the thing that's always drawn me to her is that she's been so honest. She doesn't fucking care what she says, how people receive it. She is just, she's Alexander Hamilton. She has to write everything down that she feels. And then she says she pulls back from things as she needs them. So like things could be old, things could be new, and she just keeps them in a little bank, all logged. And so I am so into this album right now. Did you listen to a singular song?
So No Man Has Ever Loved Us Like You Do, Erykah Gotti.
No, ever. Not literally once.
So the song that I listened to, so I'd like to preface this with the fact that the release date was a little rude because I had to work. So already I had to listen to the beeps and the boops of the healthcare system, all the alarms, and no Taylor Swift. But I work with a number of Swifties.
Of course.
So who like carry around speakers and things. So I was like hearing little glimpses of it here and there. But the part that was rude for me was that Taylor dropped this on Mean Girls Day. Okay? Mean Girls Day, October 3rd.
October 3rd.
I asked him what day it was. He said, it's October 3rd. So, Swiftie girlies and Mean Girls girlies, they really overlap. So
they do. They surely do.
I'm not a Swiftie, okay? I'm a Swiftonian. Like I'm trying.
She's like, no, but then you like throw on Who's Afraid of Little Old Me and she's in it. Like there are songs that hit her. She just doesn't
respect the woman. Like I'd never go to her page, and say anything mean about her.
Never.
Like I think she's wonderful. I think what she does for her Swifties is great. So I'm trying to respect all of these, and I'm like, and somebody said Happy Mean Girls Day to me. So that was all I needed. I was wishing everyone a Happy Mean Girls Day. But then, as I was seeing the Era Tour scrub caps, I'm like, shit, these girls a Happy Swifties Day.
Rude.
But they were being sported in the operating room. There was Swiftie scrub caps.
When I go under that big bright light, I hope that the person that is prepping me for surgery has Taylor Swift on one of their scrub caps.
I can literally have that arranged, and that's my biggest gloat.
It honestly feels ridiculous that I would even have to ask.
So yeah,
you know that about me.
Here I am midday being the most toxic millennial girl that I can be. And I'm like, I know I already wished you a Happy Mean Girls Day, but happy Taylor Swift Day.
You're like, I'm not mad at her. I'm on your side.
I'm here for the girls, you know. I'm here
She's
for the
a girl's girl.
But so the song that I listened to was The Fate of Ophelia. And here's a little tidbit.
Okay.
I fucking love that name, okay? I love the name Ophelia. Good. It was on my names list.
So good.
But I feel as though it's become very marketed, that name. It's coming back. And there was another song is it by the Lumineers? That's old.
Yes.
Ophelia. So I always associate that name with that song. So this song, very different vibe.
Yes.
Very different. I'm bringing up the lyrics. So the thing about me is when I'm listening to a song, I'm not really listening to it because I can't.
I have to read it while I listen.
Read it. Yes. Especially with The Fate of Ophelia, the beat is pretty like poppy.
Oh yeah, so you're dancing.
Yeah. But I feel like the actual song is a little darker.
Well, yeah, because Ophelia's story is darker, like, because Ophelia's from Hamlet, right? And Ophelia, her story is that, like, love drove her mad, right? Yeah. That's, like, her claim to fame.
Yes.
And Taylor's essentially saying, you saved me from the fate of Ophelia. Like, saying, like, love saved me from being driven insane by love.
Yes.
Which is
fun. I love this lyric. She says, you dug me out of the grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100. On the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. And I just feel like that is not overwritten, but it is so personal.
It is.
As somebody who loves a songwriter, like my husband's a songwriter, you know, and obviously when he writes music, I look into the lyrics, you know, just to make sure he doesn't hate me. I'm like,
you're like, no, let me read your little journal there.
I'm like, sir. New song, better be, you know, something in there that's nice.
And you're like, and my wife's hot, even when she's crazy.
I'm like, I like this one.
Copyright.
I feel like the deepest lyrics sometimes are just those really simple face value ones, and all she's saying is that, like, I just love being with you. I love I love the people that are around you, and I really, obviously it's a spicy time for politics, but lately I've been saying that I pledge allegiance and labeling really off-brand things the national anthem. So this really fit my new bet, you know, the pledge allegiance to your hands, because I've been pledge allegiance, you know, to her hair, you know, because I feel as though it's real willy-nilly lately.
And so I'm also obsessed with this because, like you said, she puts so much into little words. She's so thoughtful with her words and how they can be read, because she loves that people that listen to her music look at the words and read them. And obviously, these are always open to your own interpretation. But I, being the hyper-fixated human that I am, was listening to, she put out a couple of short interviews yesterday for the release date. So I was listening to one. And I already knew this from her previous interview when she went on Travis's podcast, but she's very into numbers and numerology. And if you know Taylor Swift, her number is 13, and Travis Kelce's number is 87. So when you add those together, they equal 100. So 100 is keep it 100. It's, of course, it's like a cute little keep it 100, but it's also it's significant to her. And that's why I love digging into these because it's so fun. It's like a game for me to like go through these songs and be like, who are they about? Like, what is she saying here? The land, the sea, the sky. That was giving me a little bit of like Paul Revere vibes. I was like,
well, yeah, I liked it, and the Pledge Allegiance. Like I said, I'm
like
willing.
she throws in some little like New England girly things.
I'm willing to go back to colonial days because it seems as though we're heading there regardless. So
I'd go to her colonial America. If Taylor was the queen of my, or dare I say the father figure, the founding father figure.
The founding father figure. She can be a founding father of, where do they live?
So she has a home in Rhode Island, but I think she also has one probably in like Tennessee. They probably have a home everywhere.
Are we putting Rhode Island in New England? We were, right?
No, yes, we are. No, we are. They smell a little weird sometimes, but like they have great beaches and culture,
territory,
history. They'll be like they're observed as part of us, you know?
Perfect. Their passport transfers seamlessly.
Father figure.
But yes.
I
love father figure.
Okay, you've heard some clips of father figure. Thank God.
I couldn't listen anymore to anything. And the funny thing is, I came downstairs and my husband was down here with his band, his little boyfriends, and I
writing
had just
love songs about Lauren.
They were writing K-pop demon love songs about me.
Every girl's dream.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. I've had a very long day. And then I was like, I was like, can you just like give me a take on? No, I was like, I have to listen to the Taylor Swift album. And my husband was like, she's happy. You know, she's doing well.
She's
and
happy.
She's very poppy.
She's raunchy.
He was like, I don't think she wrote all of those instrumentals though. They're very different. They're very whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then I'm like. Then I'm looking at him and I'm like, you fucking listen to the album without me?
Can't.
That's actually not romantic, you know?
Actually not romantic.
So then one of his K-pop Demon Hunter bandmates looks at me and says, he listened to it with me. Oh. And I'm like, oh, fucking scandal. I'm getting out of here. So then I was like, how dare you? Then I just start yelling at everybody because I'm like, my husband was with his friends, so I'm like, I haven't gotten to yell at my husband.
Not romantic at all.
Yeah. So then they were like, it was pretty good.
He'll be listening again today.
He wouldn't even give me a take on it to regurgitate.
And to Kenny's
other than the fact that she seemed like it was very much more poppy and different.
Well, to Kenny's point, so she pulled in Max Martin and Shellback for this album. She was going for that like poppier, brighter sound because she's done a lot of like slow, folky, acousticy, even ballady kind of songs, and this was more of like even if you're like talking about somebody that like hates you so much that you kind of like it, you're gonna dance to it in your kitchen,
which I love.
That's what
like
I love.
Murder on the dance floor vibes,
exactly.
You know? But yeah,
father figure.
Yeah, so after I stormed upstairs, I was like, they're annoying.
I hate them.
And it does speak, though, to our music taste because my husband's a musician and he will listen to every new thing that drops because you shouldn't just judge something because somebody was once an animated pig singing it, you know? And it wasn't her, it was Reese Witherspoon, right?
That's all I'm trying to say.
But when people are artists, they put out different kinds of art. So he wanted to take it in and he was like, it's very different. So I went upstairs and of course I'm like, I'm going to listen to this. But at first I just scrolled, you know, because that's what happens when I touch my phone. I just I open a social media and I scroll accidentally. It's like
you don't even know you're doing it. You don't even know you're doing it.
Sometimes I'll unlock and lock my phone and do nothing on it. You know, it's
just look at the light. Just take in the blue
sure
light.
The light works. Make sure I can feel the light on my face.
You're like, oh yeah, I still see that.
So there was one song that was dominant in the scrolling because obviously it was Father Figure. I feel like I listened to the entire song on our For
Everyone
You
loves
page.
My Congested. All of our 14 YouTube listeners love My Congested singing
This one's
of Father
for you,
Figure.
Erica. I'll be your Father Figure.
I'll drink that brown liquor. It's coffee.
Yeah.
It's coffee.
It's a good one.
So that one's really good. And I just the thing that she loves to do is to like take a story or like a time about herself, but then narrate it through like the voice of somebody else, like Elizabeth Taylor or a father, or like just all she does it with all different kinds of people. She makes up characters and stories and she intertwines them. And that's why she's such a good storyteller and such a good songwriter. Father figure, you're going to love it. You're going to love the whole song.
And it's a nod to George Michael, right?
Yes. I think it is a nod, and then it is also kind of a nod to her like getting her music back and the betrayal that she felt from people. So she's like, I'll keep the family safe, father figure, but it's her family is her music.
I love that.
So
I absolutely love that.
But then it's raunchy because she's like, because my dick's bigger.
I know.
And I'm like, Taylor,
that's not even raunchy to me. Like, why can't she just say that?
And she can, and she is, which is what I love, because she probably has so much pressure to not say that. Probably people telling her, don't do it.
I want to push Taylor in her next album, and I want her to use the word vagina in her song.
I want her to
people will burn the country down if that
Can we do like
vagina.
the C word with a Y at the end? I'd love that from her.
That's how the Civil War starts. She uses the C word.
We know what side she's on.
And vagina in a song, and people
obsessed.
People lose it, and I love that.
Canceled. That was another good one. She's talking about how she likes all of her friends when they're canceled. It's just, she's really kind of, it's poppy, but it's also dark and moody and raunchy and loving and happy. Like, it's so textured, this music. There's so many layers to it, and I'm very much into the album. So next time we record, I'll hear what you think about the actual songs, and then we'll have more feedback on it. But I'm very, 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 very into it now.
I do love the I don't know how you like the aesthetic of the whole thing, like how it was released, the album
orange,
art,
the teals.
I love the fact that like I feel like it used to be very like uniform when people name songs, like it'd be like "Yes Me Baby," like, but now like I feel like now like there's like they canceled all capitalized
exactly
with punctuation, and
she
then like wish list has the money signs. Like, which, I just feel
from the title, I didn't think I would be as into wish list as I am, but another fucking amazing one. Like, obsessed.
And I feel like you said, like, she has very versatile music, but I love an artist that can throw me a kid's song quick,
Of course.
Because I have that fucking playlist on my phone.
And you need to throw in a few that you can tolerate.
Get around, Rudy's. When you have unprotected sex, sometimes you end up having to make this playlist on your phone.
I said, did you say more than what?
And it's not the sex playlist. It's the family car playlist.
It is. And you gotta keep those separated.
Yeah, you can't accidentally tap on the other one. But the family car playlist becomes intolerable at times when it becomes child dominated.
Oh my God. Like, if my daughter throws on that Banana Una Na to like the sound of like Havana, I'm like,
it's raining tacos. It's raining tacos.
I'm like, you literally hate me. You actually hate me.
My daughter found these like cats that meow songs. So it's literally golden.
Oh my God.
But it's like,
yes. I'd buy you another cat before I put that on. You're like, yeah.
That's when I'm going to crash out. Okay. Right there.
That's a true crash out. You're like,
that is when I don't have to.
Tacos.
Yeah. I no longer have to differentiate crashing out.
No, we know.
And freaking out and flipping out.
We know.
It's the line is there.
The line has been drawn.
When there's an artist, that puts out beautiful music, but also just enough that that an animated wolf will sing it.
Exactly.
So my
Halsey,
kids can connect
Taylor.
with it. Taylor. I love that. Okay, I fucking love that. And you know who just did that for me?
Who?
Your other lover, okay? Sorry, Taylor. MGK.
Which one?
MGK. Okay? Because, first of all, he listened to everything I said. He listened to us. He knows we like the hot guy outside the gas station smoking the cigarette. He's like, I'm literally going to put on a Marlboro shirt and hang
can't.
outside
He
a
looks so
mobile.
good in red, white, and blue. It's like, that's the most patriotic I've ever been. Like, that's my father figure.
That's what
Him in red,
I'm
white, and
pledge
blue.
allegiancing to, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh my God. That's my flag. That man is my flag.
This is the new New England flag.
National anthem, flag, emblem, mascot.
I mean, a lot of those songs are hot, you know, like they're not for the family playlist, they're for the other playlist. But he did one for me, okay? He said I'm not gonna jump on a Pixar film yet, Lauren.
Not yet.
But I'll throw you a bone. Sweet Coraline.
Sweet Coraline.
Because my kid fucking loves Coraline, all right? And there are so little.
You can only listen to the father's song so many times. And you've listened to it too many times.
If you've ever heard the other father song on the Coraline soundtrack, you probably haven't. You probably haven't.
No. You only have if you have a child that is obsessed with Coraline, which is a smaller demographic than like the Frozen fans.
If you have a child that like is a hyper fixator of anything that's kind of niche, if you've birthed a Stephanie who fangirls things, okay? Because I
Deeply. Yeah.
You have. I can just dabble in things. My kids attached to a moment in pop culture and they're like, this is mine. You know?
Yeah, this is my life.
So when that thing is niche and not on a Target shelf very often, you're like, what the fuck do I do? You go to Etsy and you're like, I'm not buying her a $60, you know, Coraline doll, you know, that some woman in Egypt made.
Yeah. I support your hustle, but the shipping is too far.
Yeah. So MGK put out Sweet Coraline, and my 3-year-old thinks that this is like an unreleased soundtrack song.
It is.
She requests it. He makes references about hanging by a thread. I love that song
from the movie.
And I feel like that's just like one of those tolerable songs that I threw on just when I can't think.
That's the best case scenario.
You know, like when the Wheels on the Bus comes back on and I can't delete it in time.
The wheels
I can skip it.
Falling off my fucking... Yeah. You know that moment where like it pops up but it hasn't played a sound yet and you're like, I've literally 1 fucking 10th of a second to click next and they're going to hear the beginning of Banana Una Na and
then that Lost Americana jacket comes on and I unclench my butt cheeks.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, oh,
I rest into the leather and I'm like, whew. And I feel like Taylor really does that for me. You know you're doing that. You know you're all doing that.
I just did it. Just talking about it. I just did it. Talking about it.
Yeah,
and honestly,
I'm throwing the heated seat on.
This is a very musical episode. I have to tell you now, because last episode we talked about me watching Hamilton. Well, now Nora has officially finished watching Hamilton, and
we're all watching Hamilton.
My girly is so on board right now, which I know your girly is going to be so excited about.
She is going to be thrilled. So she saw the video of your daughter disguising her frog, which I'm like, first of all, school. How many things do I have to put through the witness protection program?
I know. You're like, should we actually get the government involved on this one?
They're like, here's a turkey.
Its feathers are this big.
Hide the bunny. It's shaped like a fucking bunny.
Like a bunny. My daughter would not let me convince her to color this frog green. She was like, no, it's wearing makeup. And I'm like, we've thought too much about this. We've lost the plot.
Hide the frog? Like, what are we hiding the frog from? Like, I get the turkey, right? We don't want him to be eaten. The bunny, he's got to get the eggs out. What the fuck is the toad hiding from?
He's allegedly from a story that my daughter has told me literally nothing about. All I know is that he desperately needed to be hidden by this past Friday. So Nora was like, Alexander Hamilton, of course.
And honestly,
the Broadway version.
What a controversial disguise.
We were making a stance on her 3rd grade classroom wall. We're like, here it is.
You think that might bring more attention to him, you know, if he was just a run-of-the-mill toad and now he's Alexander Hamilton.
Well, that's the whole thing. And she's like, Toad Alexander Hamilton. And I'm like, yeah, but like, exactly. Like, as a toad, I feel like he was safer. He was safer. He could just take off his monocle.
But Lennon loved it. She screamed, and she was like, "Oh my goodness!" She was like,
For our 12 watchers, for our 12 YouTube watchers.
That's where watching the YouTube right there. That frock
there he is.
Yarn hair.
Xander Hamilton.
I love it.
And the thing I appreciated was they were like, and this combats my fucking demon head. You know, it's like you only are allowed to use things you already have at home. So I'm like, okay, all right. I won't even go to Michael's. Okay, fine.
You just saved me $100.
Literally, you saved me from myself.
Thank you.
This is third
you knew
grade
I
lady.
It. You knew my Eversource bill needed it. But
truly.
I love it. I love that she's into it. And like Lennon is so excited because she's like, I knew she'd like the Schuyler sisters. And I'm like, who wouldn't like the Schuyler sisters?
And that's the song right now that she's attaching to first that she wants to listen to on the way to school because it's one that like it's easy to pick up on. And as these girls are both getting very into theater right now, like very much like they have different paths and roles and things they go towards, but it's always hand in hand, which I love for them.
Yeah.
And that song,
and it's like incidentally hand in hand.
It's incidentally,
which is
like
beautiful.
It's not like they're like we have to. It's like they're just their paths are intertwined in such like a cool way, which I love because they're so different, but like they just end up going down a similar course together and they appreciate each other's differences, which I love. And she was like, you know what I like about this? And like, she was talking about other plays that she's done or she's doing. She was like, it's easy to remember the words to the song because it's telling a story. And I was like, yeah, that's the whole thing with like musical theaters. It's like, it's telling a story through a song. And she was like, I really like that. And I was like, me too. Me too. But my daughter is such a contrarian that like, obviously, like when I was watching Hamilton, I was like, who are you? Are you Eliza? Are you Angelica? And you're like, I'm Angelica. And I was like, I'd want to be Angelica. And you're like,
it's all
Lennon's
those
Eliza.
Quizzes. It's all those quizzes we took on Disney.com when we were little, trying to figure out which Lizzie McGuire character we are.
Have to play that game with each other because literally that's how our brain's conditioned. So I'm like, I'm also an Angelica. So I'm like thinking Nora will maybe be my Eliza, you know? And she goes, what about Peggy? And I'm like, Nora, you're such a contrarian. Like, I know you don't actually want to just say, I'm Peggy. Like, I know you don't.
You want that to be your one line and then
That's
nobody
your
sees
line.
you? You don't even go up to the lake?
It was just funny because I felt like such a Lauren. I'm like, I've gotten my eyes checked. I'm wearing glasses. I'm listening to Hamilton. I was like, I'm doing a full fucking Lauren. If I see you driving around listening to Taylor Swift, we'll have done a full Freaky Friday, and that would be really cool.
I love it though, and I love that like Hamilton is obviously becoming more and more mainstream. So you've seen little glimpses of it on our corner of the internet,
of course. Where I had like an idea. You know,
the thing is that I am your influencer in our shared thread, and you are mine. You know, like I'm
we're making each other inch towards our like diversified interest.
And I know this because I have a pretty good like data set at work of age groups. It's a curve, you know, and everybody works the internet. So I get to hear that my For You page is not the For You page, you know. That's where I get to remember that I'm just a tiny speck on a rock, you know, and they are curating the content towards my speck,
just
you know.
a showgirl.
They are so obsessed with me that they're targeting my ads too, you know. Yeah. They have the time. So
they do have the time.
When I go to work and I'm like, fucking everything is Taylor Swift on the internet, everyone's like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
I'm like, Stab.
That was Stab. The amount of girlies I saw drawn on goatees climbing out their windows.
And I was one of them.
And you were one of them. The least you can do is listen to some Taylor.
It's so true, but then it's like, obviously, we are best friends. Our kids are best friends. It's natural. And when I told you to watch it, it's like, people tell you to watch it all the time. Like, I have small talk with people, and they're like, you got to watch this show. And I'm like, I can't even put away my folded laundry.
Exactly.
You know, like, I don't have to watch that show.
You're like, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great.
But when the timing's right, which I feel like the timing that you watched it was perfect because we went and saw it. So I was creating so much hype around it. I was like, Stephani, I'm fucking crying. You know, I'm crying in the club.
I literally had to. I had no
and
choice.
then the segue of our daughters doing theater together.
Yes.
And them just really indulging in musical theater. I feel like your daughter at first was like, my kid was like, I fucking love Hamilton. She's like, I'm not going to watch. You know, like just that contrarian. And my daughter does it to your daughter. She'll be like, oh my God, I love this. And she's like, well,
I'm Lennon. I
don't have the time.
Listen to the album.
And me and Nora, like, I'm not looking at the picture you drew. Like,
I sent Lauren a curated list. I'm like, just listen to these 5 or 7 songs. Just 5 or 7. These are the best. I pre-screened them for you.
The best is that I read that list to my husband and his band last night. And my husband's like, I don't remember the song names, Lauren. I was like, just tell me something about any of these songs so that I can make Steph happy because I want to make her happy.
I am dead. It probably took you more time to say that to them than to listen to one of the songs. But that's on being a Nora and a Lauren, you know?
Yes.
Sometimes they just be like that.
And you know what? When Lennon found out that Nora really watched it and enjoyed it, and I know that the true validation was her doing the Toad Project because it was like, it was more than just like, yeah, I watched it, I liked it. It was like, I feel this, you know, I feel this too.
I feel this.
She
totally
had such a Steph reaction where she was like, she loves me. That girl loves me.
Love language. We're like, just look at our hyperfixation for 3 hours or so, and we'll know you love us. We're like, just 3 hours out of your day for 3 hours. We'll leave you alone for a season. It's so on brand, but I love it. I love them. Nora was so funny because we finished the end, and obviously at the end, spoiler alert, Alexander Hamilton gets shot by Aaron Burr, you know, in the duel.
Spoiler alert, Alexander Hamilton's dead.
He's dead. Good. Like, literally, God forbid, like, sorry about this if you're a few hundred years behind. But, and they also, like, I was also pointing back to Nora retrospectively. I was like, they tell you that at the beginning, you know, when they, and we did watch it in part, so obviously she didn't remember everything from the beginning. But she was like, he got shot, and you know how he just kind of, like, folds over to like show that he's been shot because it's like it's not done the same way a movie's done, you know, there's theatrical ways of dying, so he flops over and Nora just looks at me and she goes, is he okay?
He's dead.
I was like, no, like he's dead, and she goes, what the heck? It's so funny because I knew she was invested at that moment when she was like, they killed the main character. And you're like, welcome to the theater.
Welcome to America.
Literally, this is your first lesson. They can't teach you this in public schools.
No.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today.
I love that. That's all I have to say also. I'm going to listen to more Taylor Swift. Love you, Rudies.
She's going to come with Erica. A full... Good night, Erica. Mwah. A little kiss upon your forehead. Mwah.